I'm going to do the Capricorn love reading. And this is a timeless reading, so this is for whenever you feel drawn to hear this message. Also, this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, so we're going to get some a romance card. We're going to get a Whispers of Love card, and then a Romance Angel card as overall energy for the reading. We'll get some tarot, some clarifiers, and close out with an oracle. All right, so let's get a romance card. I'm kind of feeling maybe these two here. All right, so we have balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. All right, and then we have this one, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. And I think that that's really cool. A good saying is that a great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, because you want to be learning and growing within your relationship. You don't want it to become stagnant and boring. It's like good to have that challenge. It's good for that your partner to challenge you, not as an arguments and having a knockdown, drag out argument, but that as challenging you to see things from a different perspective, or maybe try things outside of what the norm is that you would usually do. You know, maybe your partner likes to go water skiing and you're like, oh no, but it's like, well, how about if you just at least sit in the boat while the person goes water skiing, right? And then maybe you decide you want to try it. You know, you never know. Or somebody, your partner likes to play golf and you're like, I'm not doing that. But it's like, okay, well, let's go to the driving range and let's just hit some, you know, golf balls and see how you like that, or come sit with me in the golf cart. You know, just kind of challenge you to do different things, or challenging you to see things from a different perspective and being open to those. All right, so let's get a Whispers of Love. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. And maybe that's what it is being challenged by your partner, is that maybe there's more going on, but you have to be open to that person's point of view, right? Seeing things from their perspective. All right, let's get a Romance Angel. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, right? Making those choices that are right for you. What's going to work for you. Not always doing what you feel the other person wants you to do. I feel like one more Romance Angel. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Feeling this one too. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Okay. Hanging out together, like I was saying, like with the boat. There we have a boat, right? Trying those things, having that time, making sure that you spend that time together. I think that's very important within a relationship, is that you have that date night. You have those times where you shut out the world and you just focus on each other. Maybe having those conversations. You know, the heart of the matter, that there's more going on than meets the eye. Maybe it's that the two of you have kind of been growing apart, so now it's time to, you know, that it's like, okay, let me see that, and what are those things that we can do to change that. Spending more time together. I feel like that's very important. All right, seeing things from a different point of view. We have the Hangman. I love that card. Again, that's what I was that feeling that I was having at the beginning of the reading, is that being open to seeing things from your partner's point of view. It doesn't mean that it's right or wrong, but it's being able to be open to that and listen to what that person has to say. Maybe that person is feeling like you're not hearing them, or maybe you're feeling like they're not hearing you, and you want your partner to see things from your point of view, because you have to make that point known. Maybe you weren't able to say something before, but now you're like, you know what? I have to love myself first, and this is really bothering me, and I have to talk to you about this. And I feel like that changes things. We have the Fool. I feel like this sort of evolves this relationship. We have the Four of Pentacles. What are those things that you can do for yourself? Because I feel like this has to be handled before it gets out of control, right? And it starts to build up walls between the two of you. Having that friendship within that partnership. This also could just be about a friendship. It doesn't necessarily have to be about a partnership. It could be a friendship that is maybe, you know, having some things going on between the two of you. We have the Four of Wands. I feel like that's reconnecting, spending time together, right? It's very important. We have the Six of Swords. We have the Five of Wands going back and forth. I feel, again, with this card over here saying, love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges, right? Those challenges that you have within your relationship. But I feel like if the heart of the matter is not discussed, and it could be that the two of you need to focus on your relationship more, that I feel like that's going to create arguments, that create disagreements, and it could have one or both of you putting up those walls. We have the Star card. Staying positive, not getting frustrated about the disagreements, okay? And then we have the Three of Cups, but I feel like that's celebrations, having fun, getting back into that lightheartedness of the relationship. I definitely feel like there's something that you have to look at in this relationship and see it from a different perspective. It could be some of your needs that need to be met, that maybe you weren't speaking up, and it's time for you to speak up. Maybe you're just going back and forth with, should I say something or should I not say something? If it's something that's important to you, then yes, you should say it. Yes, you should talk about it, because if you don't, I feel like that energy will just build up inside of you, and you don't want that. You don't want those things to build up and create those wedges and those blocks and those walls between you and your partner, or this person, this friendship. Maybe it's a family member. Whatever those things are, don't let those walls build up, because sometimes they get so high that it's like it's so much work to get past that, and you don't even know if you can, because it's been so much that's been building up. All right, so let's get some clarifiers. Four of Wands can also be about those family celebrations, like getting out there, getting, maybe like taking that time to just have fun. Maybe you have like friends or family members. It's like, come on, why don't you come over? Let's go out for dinner. Let's come on over and we'll cook dinner, or we'll hang out, or doing that kind of things. And maybe you were always saying no, and now it's time. Well, you know what? Maybe I should. Maybe we should just take that time to just go over there and enjoy the evening with them. All right, Five of Cups, right? I feel like things are kind of building up, focusing on the Three Cups. But there's the Two Cups behind, which is that relationship. Make sure that you focus on the relationship, that you see, maybe it's time for you to see that, okay, there's some issues, some things going on within this relationship that need to be dealt with before it gets too out of control, before things get too big, right? King of Swords. What are those things that you can think of? Looking at it. The King of Swords is somebody who analyzes things, who looks at things, who thinks about things, who kind of, I feel like the King of Wands is somebody who takes actions about things, takes the action, and then the King of Swords is somebody who thinks about it. Where are those pieces? What's lacking? What's going on? Something's going on. I feel like you know that there's something going on in this relationship, and now it's time to look at it and figuring out, how do we handle this? How am I really feeling? What am I really feeling about this situation? And what are those things that, maybe you need to have that discussion with that partner, right? To feel more balanced within the relationship, and to make sure that your needs are met, right? With that Four of Pentacles right there within this relationship. Maybe you would like to have more time that you spend with your partner. Maybe your partner or this person or this friend is always working, and they're always saying, well, I can't. And you're feeling like, you know what? I'm starting to feel like I'm by myself. I'm starting to feel like you don't care, like I'm losing that connection. Page of Swords could be disappointing news, or it could be that this is something that has taken a while for you to see and to work through. All right, Seven of Cups. What are the possibilities? What are those thoughts? What are those things that you can do to change up this situation with this person? Again, spending more time together. Oh, look at that. Lovers, reconnecting and the future energy, reconnecting, the two of you coming together. I knew it. I knew things would turn around. I could feel it. I could feel that you want to work on this relationship. And maybe it's just you setting up that date night. Maybe it's you just making those plans and clearing your calendar and saying, come on, let's do this. I've planned this. Let's have fun. Whether it's something for a few hours, half a day, a weekend trip, whatever that may be. And I feel like, and then being able to talk and reconnect, I really feel like that's going to make a difference. Look at that. Perfect. Ace of Swords. That's what I was feeling, is getting past the situation. I know you can do it. I know you can get past this, but this is something that you have to think about and you have to work on, right? And you have to, Knight of Swords, moving forward, right? Moving forward towards that happy place. Sometimes when a relationship kind of starts to struggle, that we can fall into that energy of just being irritated by it and being angry and being frustrated. And yeah, like that can happen and that's valid, but it's also like, don't stay in that energy and try and think of those solutions on how you can change it, right? And thinking about, okay, me and this person are struggling. What are those things that I can do to show this person that I want to get to the heart of the matter of what's really going on, so that we can work through this and we can spend this time together, right, with the honeymoon and that connection and that time to yourselves, so that we can reconnect. What are those things, instead of being angry how this person is being, what is the solution? What are the things that I can do to fix this, right? And that's how you should look at that. And when you do, what are those things you can do to fix it? Then we have the Lovers, is that reconnection and getting past this difficult situation. And then kind of thinking in the future, you know what, if we feel this way again, or we feel ourselves drifting apart, let's catch it before it becomes a bigger problem. So that way, you know, it's not getting to the point where it becomes a bigger problem. It's handled before that, like you see those things, right, that are happening. All right, so let's get an Animal Oracle card. Oh, my cards are piled up there. And close out with that. Okay, so we'll just take, I just see the Moth and the Buffalo. All right, we have Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide, and I feel like it will provide you those signs. It'll provide you those things for you to see on what it is that you need to do to get this connection back on track. Get it back to that happy place. Moth Spirit, surrender now, right? I feel like that surrender now has to go with, yes, you can be irritated about a situation and be frustrated with it, but kind of surrendering that energy and figuring out, being in that King of Swords energy and saying, how can I fix this? How can I get past this? Instead of you being angry, they're angry, and then the anger between the two of you just builds up. It's like, okay, let me rise above this. Let me turn around from this Five of Cups and not focus on the 3 spilt cups, but turn around and focus on the 2 cups, on how can I get this back on track? What are those things that I can do? All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.